Sweetie, you should go for it.
I don't know, Mom. I find myself thinking about it more and more lately.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if picking at old mental scabs is a good idea, especially right now when everything is so crazy.
Well, there's a reason you've been thinking about it. It was a huge part of your life.
I know. But I've done so much work to try and get past it.
Yes, and it's made you just a bit of a miserable sod.
Mom?
Well, you've been bitter and grumpy and maybe a little boring ever since you quit. But I remember the day that you got into music school. It was the happiest I've ever seen you. And I was so proud.
Music school was amazing.
Yes.
Musician reality was devastatingly hard.
I support you whatever you decide. But I was always sad that you gave it up entirely. And you played so beautifully.
Professionally speaking, I clearly did not.
It's no help to be bitter, sweetie. And I want to hear you play again before my clock runs out.
You're not even retirement age, you drama queen.
Says the boy having an identity crisis over a keyboard from Costco.
Yo, guys.
Hey, fuckface, what's up?
Yeah, what he said, but maybe like 12% less rude?
Only 12?
Oh, yeah, 12. Hey, duckface, what's up?
Well, I thought all hands might like to know that I did something dangerous.
Ooh, lick the handle of a shopping cart.
No. Made
Ew.
plans for spring break in Florida.
No.
Ew.
Shook hands with a whole liquor store.
Yeah, none of those. I bought a digital piano.
Seriously? It's about fucking time, dude. You get all nostalgic about music school every time you get 9 or more beer in you.
You're exaggerating.
At least once a year you do get sad drunk and then second guess your choice to quit music.
Yeah, Alexandra can vouch. I didn't have that much of a choice.
It wasn't that bad. I only had to cover your half of the rent, like, half of the time.
Which I do apologize for. I couldn't even afford half of that shithole. It was, oof.
Hey, be careful what you say about shitholes.
Aw.
Apologies. But at least you never had to share one with me as I was spiraling through a nervous breakdown.
Which brings us back to the topic at hand. Dave, you're actually taking up the piano again?
That appears to be the plan. So, guys, am I nuts? I'm actually asking. No tiptoeing around Davey Wavies, feely wheelies.
Perfect. Never do. Dave, you quit music before we met, so I'm genuinely excited to finally hear you play. But I'm even more excited to finally hear you shut the fuck up about it.
Excuse me?
It's every time we go to one of Alexandra's shows. I wish I could still play on a stage. I wish I could still be in a band. I wish my Princess Jasmine would take me away from all this.
Oh, terrible pun. No points.
My point is,
Ugh.
our boy Dave here has been giving Alexandra's musician's life a creepy stare for as long as I've known him. It's time you finally sack up and ask the lady out, brother.
I'm still married.
Not you, prima donna. Music.
So I think that's a vote for this being a good idea?
Hell yes.
This was all before we were friends too, but it sounds like this would be good for you. What made you take the plunge?
Well, I figured out we're all stuck at home, taking up knitting or bread making to retain our sanity. It's the clearest opportunity I would ever get. I literally have not touched a piano in over a decade. But
I spend my days in an office trance, trying to force stacks of numbers to dance. Most of my evenings in comfy pants, an average life. Meeting with clients and drinking with friends, TV and games, trying to pretend that I'll look back with a smile in the end. I used to play jazz, compose melodies, write tests on theory and harmony. Every class was a symphony. 4 years of music school ecstasy, devouring each opportunity, never doubting what I should be. That was the place for me. Upon graduation, I looked for gigs, studio sessions or accompanist, filling the gaps by teaching kids the artist's life. Played the odd night in a piano bar, joined a few bands, they never got far. Couldn't afford my rent or my car. I used to play jazz, compose melodies, practice and push myself constantly. They'd say he has possibilities, but maybe not quite what we need. Grind for the next opportunity, never finding one that wants me. No room for nobodies. This dream consumed all I am. What's left of me if I am not a musician? Had to move back home with my parents. Did some more school to be an accountant, to help pay tuition, sold my instruments, and cried all night. No more delusions of fame and wealth. I could fail a test and not hate myself. Probably better for my mental health. But I used to play jazz, compose melodies, jam in a bar until 2:30. I had pizzazz, personality. I've never gotten over who I used to be. Years of repression and therapy, shake the habit that near killed me. Now this opportunity to face the failure that defines me, I've gotta try and see.
So, how's the new X?
Well, got it all set up here. Even managed to dust off a couple of my old chord books. But I haven't actually played a note yet.
That's fucking dumb. Just rip something out.
Yeah, this should be really exciting for you.
Just feeling a little anxious about it all.
Understandable.
What specifically is worrying you?
Then I'll come to my senses and remember just how much I suck. And I guess I'll get hammered and try to forget that I ever tried.
Well, I'm always up for getting shit-faced with you, my friend.
Well, of course. But that clearly isn't what needs to happen here. You can't expect that you'll be great at it right out of the gate.
I've internalized enough music school lectures to really know that sloppy playing makes me a bad person. To not practice is a moral failing.
In our professor's defense, you did tend to spend more time going to open mics and starting bands than actually running scales.
I wanted to get out there, really dive in head first.
Which is totally fine. I am not here to rehash our debates on effective practice.
Okay, you're not in school. So just dive in head first now. You know, what have you got to lose?
If I try, then fail, it'll mean that I really do just suck. It'll confirm every snide comment, every failed audition, every band that decided to go in another direction. To step up for a rematch and then lose. It's something that I just don't know if my mental health can...
Oh my God, dude. You need to stop being so crazy about this shit. It's a fucking keyboard. You just push buttons and it makes noise. Here, look. See? Not that hard. Who gives a shit if you sound good? It's a laugh to jam at a party, to play a tune to suit your mood, and hey, every once in a while, it might even get you laid. Boom! Done.
Yeah, that's fine for you. It's completely different for me. I've got this whole complex history, and it's just defined so...
That's all self-pitying bullshit. Your next meal isn't hanging in the balance anymore, dude, so stop being a bag of pansies and just fucking do it. Jesus Christ, you've been moping about this shit for as long as I've known you. It's clearly something you've got to do, but for fuck's sakes, take your head out of your ass and realize that this is just something you like. It doesn't have to dramatically define your identity or some shit. So, get off the line with us. Try the damn keyboard out, and if it doesn't bring you joy, you just Marie Kondo that shit. Run it over with your car. But either way, stop bitching about it. Go now!
I wouldn't have put it that way, but I've got to agree with Charlie on this. You're overthinking it. Just relax and enjoy yourself. It's okay to do stuff for its own sake. You don't need anybody else's approval, right?
Yeah, of course not. Sorry, don't mind me. Old habits of being a big old diva.
Just go have fun. You'll be great.
Thanks, Jesse.
I guess.
Bye, Jesse.
You've been quiet.
So, while I get where they're coming from, I was actually a witness to you quitting music. Front row, tattered seats. It was not a fun show. Art, do you think you're going to be okay now?
Dropped along with my thoughts. What could go wrong?
You can't laugh this off, Dave. Tell me you have a plan for when you hit a wall.
You think my natural incompetence is going to get in the way?
I am not saying anything about the quality of your playing. I'm asking if you're ready for the mental flaying you are going to give yourself when you start struggling. The reason you quit was because you were miserable.
I was miserable because, by all available metrics, I was a shit musician.
You struggled as a musician because you were too busy being disappointed in the results to focus on the work. Oh, Dave, we've done this whole dance before. Tell me that it will be better this time round.
I don't know.
Then is it worth the risk?
Yes.
Why?
Because I love it. And I've tried to pretend and move on, but I've never found anything to replace it. You're right. I was often miserable, but I've never once been happy since. It's just this empty, gaping hole that I keep waiting to heal, and it never fucking does. So I just stuff it with whatever I can and try and drown out that useless voice that's always screaming at me about what a useless failure I am. And now, there's nothing to distract me from it. Everything's evaporated and there's just nothing. But to face it.
All right. Play on, Macduff.
Damned be him that first cries hold and nut.
Oh, you remember that those were Macbeth's last words, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to stay on the line?
No, I don't need you judging me.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Dave.
I know,
After all of this,
You're not. I'm sorry. I can help the stupid shit in my brain, thanks. But let's keep it simple. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose.
So, basically, Charlie's wisdom.
God, are we calling it that?
Sometimes the wild man is a philosopher. You got this, Dave.
Charlie Matthews, philosopher.